Talk about wasting money. If you want to throw some money down the drain, you do what I just did.
Easy. Now you try.
All right, fellas, we're back with the Camaro. We're gonna go over, obviously we did some changes. We did some doing. But first of all, I wanna talk about, we have a website now, www.zhpgarage.com. You can get some nice merchandise, some nice hats, some stickers. So make sure you go down and check that out. Get some shirts and support the little ZHP's bad habits, I guess. I don't know what to say.
What bad habits?
All the bad habits.
Hooray for lying!
I was gonna go over the old Camaro again here. Obviously, we changed the engine. We took the LS. LS is gone. LS is dead and gone. They have a place and a time, and it is not in here, I can tell you that. So I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. It actually was a boat engine. I did a little bit of changing to it. I had the carburetors redone by good old Bob at Competition Carburation. I changed the rocker arms and the push rods. I put shaft mounts on it, which these are an older set of cylinder heads. So I had to take off the cylinder heads and have them machined for the stands on the shaft mounts to work. When I did that, oddly enough, I found out that the two center cylinders on both sides, the pistons were kissing the head. They had a little, so it was kind of a good thing and a bad thing. So I changed to a thicker head gasket. So now it's like 8.5 to 1 instead of 9 to 1, I think. So I got shaft mounts on it. I got a good set of push rods. Got that all dialed in. I got the carburetors dialed. I'm not a big fan of the intake. I'm probably gonna change that later, but we are getting ready to go to the Redwood Rally. We talked about the car and showed it racing, and people in the comments were saying that I had the wrong converter and the wrong this and the wrong that. So I just want to say that the last combination, the converter was a 4500 stall, which was around what everybody was saying it should be. I can't run a 614 gear in this thing because it is a dragging drive car. It's a street car. This isn't your go to the track every day and just race all the time. So I do have a taller rear end gear, but the No Power LS should have had enough torque to move it more than it did. I had to build another set of headers. I was hoping that this was similar weight to the LS, but it was a tad heavier, so the front end we had the front end down problem again. We went to Verona to give it a try, give it a gander. Initial outing with the car, I was impressed, it ran good, but the converter wasn't the right one for the engine. I ordered it, it didn't show up yet, so I had a loaner converter, and the transmission was the one, I guess, that was supposed to be in there. My first good training, I guess you'd want to call it, but it had a different gear set in it, so the gears were tall. It was even too tall for this. So I went, Verona's 8th mile, so I went like halfway down in like first gear, a little over halfway down first gear. Vincent and I, good old 63 split window. We went to Verona, we raced each other, had a good time. His mom came out. His family, some friends. It was a good time in Verona. So since Verona, I changed the front springs. It does look like it's maybe a little high in the front now. It's not bad. But these springs are known to settle in, and being that we're going all the way to the Redwood, I don't want to show up again and have the car on the ground. So we're gonna, this is the way we're running it. So I changed the front springs. I changed the converter for the one for the engine, because this engine was engine dynoed. The guy previous, the machine shop that built it, had an engine dyno. So I had numbers, rough numbers. I feel like the numbers were a little off. I think it makes more now because of the rocker arms. I think we're out of whack before. And just a couple things, the carburetor, being that the driver's side is the secondary bank of the carburetors, the passenger side was pretty good on the tune, the spark plugs, but the driver's side they're all black. So it's on the rich side. So Mr. Bob, I told him what it ran, the numbers and everything, the carburetors. So they didn't have power valves in them, because this is a street-driven car. So we added power valves, we changed the metering block, so he did a whole retune on it, but he had a baseline jetting to go off of. And now this thing runs amazing. This Chris machine. So after running it at Verona, I pulled, when I did the tranny, I had to pull the header off the driver's side to get the tranny out. So I pulled all the plugs out, and they're not fat anymore. It's on the money. So carburetors are definitely dialed. So I think we got a little more power there. I think the rocker arms, geometry, push rod, all that stuff straightened out. Valve lash. I think we're a tad more. Doesn't matter. I don't care about the numbers. I care about how it runs.
Okay.
I went back to another Mike's. The tall geared one was a Mike's. This is a Mike's stock ratioed Turbo 400. Same tranny, just a stock planetary, stock ratio. So other than the engine, training converter, the only thing that's been changed is we had to change the fuel pressure regulator to a carbureted one, lower rate. We changed the alternator because of, we don't have an LS style, so we got a conventional big block alternator, so we had to change the charging around a little bit. It's about the gist of it. That's about the only changes. The rest of the car is exactly the same. I mean, it's the same 400, it's just a different gear set, pretty much the same converter. Stallish. Stallish RPM is the same, it's just set up for this. So
It's the same-ish?
Same-ish, stallish. I'm not doing the hood. I did the ginormous mailbox scoop, and I did the plexiglass to see around it, which I think you can see around it more if I didn't put the air cleaners in it. But being that we're doing a drag-in drive, I did not want to have an open scoop to see how much stuff I could suck down the carburetors.
Go over again why you didn't want to just put a turbo on the LS that was in here and you would rather go with this big block.
Part of the reason I wasn't happy with the whole scenario. I wasn't happy with the outcome of the engine. I wasn't happy with the work on the engine. I wasn't happy with the way the nitrous was installed. I wasn't happy. I never wanted it to be a turbo car, even though that's the only way you can get those things to run. It wasn't what I was going for, and I was disappointed in it. And then after the fact, when I had to change the cam to get it to run right, because apparently it's my fault that the right springs were put on it, I wasn't putting any more money into it. So this actually runs the way that I wanted the car to run. Right now, as you can see, it is naturally aspirated. I mean, I can put nitrous on it if I want to. I don't want the car to be a designated I only can run on nitrous car. I want it to be a good running, naturally aspirated car that if I want to go to an event, I could run nitrous and then it runs even better. I don't want to rely on nitrous. So now I did this myself, so I don't have to worry about other people not listening to what I wanted. This car had a big block in it for a long time before the LS, and I should have just fixed the big block and put it back in. It used to be set up, it used to be a nitrous big block, and it had 2 fuel pumps, and the car sat for quite a while. The nitrous pump took a dump, making a pass on the nitrous, and I nuked 4 spark plugs and 2 or 3 pistons, and I should have just fixed the engine and put it back in.
You did a big circle of life, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, man, talk about wasting money. If you want to throw some money down the drain, you do what I just did.
Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
I did get a good deal on this. The guy had it up for a while and he couldn't move it, so I did the whole lowball and marketplace offer. I don't know if it's a lowball price though, after I had to pull the heads off, get the heads machined for the rockers, find out that the engine guy can't measure piston to valve clearance or piston to head clearance properly. On top of that, I was getting ready the other day and I had an oil leak over on the passenger side, and I found out that the dude that built the engine, the high quality machine shop, didn't put a gasket in the fuel pump block-off plate. I just found that yesterday, so I got that fixed before we left, so that worked out. So at this point, I think I've lost all confidence in engine builders. I don't know what to say. For as much money and time as I wasted on that LS, I think I could put like 3 big blocks in this thing and still be ahead of the game. So people ask the size of it. I just tell them, look at the fender, 396. We'll go with 396. I do run on pump gas, so we can call it a pump gas 396 big block. The carburetors are 750 Dominators, so we're gonna call it a 396. 8.5 to 1, because we had to put a thicker head gasket in it because of the flat top piston hitting the cylinder head. And we're gonna drive our journey like we did last year. We're going to the Redwood Rally. We're taking this to Redwood, we're taking Taken 2. Last year it was a joke, so tomorrow is Monday. So a year ago, we went to Redwood Rally on Monday, and the car was the slowest that it's ever been, I think, in its whole entire life. So now we're going back. We're leaving here in a few hours, driving to Medford, Oregon at the beginning, the start-stop track of the Redwood Rally, and we're doing the test and tune / licensing. I'm very confident that I can get licensed in this naturally aspirated 396. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll be doing licensing passes, and Tuesday we are doing the rally in our naturally aspirated big block Chevy. Buy some merch, support the nonsense. I don't know what we want to support. So make sure you come on back. Like, share, subscribe. Come back for the next Redwood Rally. Redwood Rally. See you next time. Bye-bye.